This is where the fun begins.
Hello there. How's it going?
Hey everyone, Hybrid Toy Reviews here, and today I want to take a look at the Star Wars The Black Series Toys R Us exclusive Rey Jedi Training. This came out all the way back in like late 2017, early 2018, and this was a really cool limited run of figures that Hasbro did. They were all store exclusives, and they were basically a figure with a diorama piece and some really fancy enhanced accessories. It's an idea that I honestly think Hasbro should bring back. And this is one that I've wanted for a little bit, so let's get into the review and see if this is something that you should be looking out for your collection. Alright, before we get into it, I do want to say a special thank you to Hot Comics and Collectibles, where I got this up in the Minneapolis, Minnesota area. It was a really cool trip my friends 1313 Jackson and Tommy went on with 212 Hunter and Skywalker Hendricks a few weeks back. We went up to the Twin Cities Mall, and that was a bust, and so we ended up hitting up some comic shops. They bought a bunch of Hot Toys while we were there, and I actually accidentally got misled. There was a sticker on the back for $7.99. I was like, $7.99? Like, you got it. But it was actually $29.99, and they were like, that other thing probably got put on it by mistake or whatever. But then they were like, honestly, you can have it for the $8 because, like, our combined, like, everyone else's combined total was, like, over, like, $1,000. Like, they were just like, you can have Rey for $8. Like, I don't care. So, thank you guys for helping a guy out. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at the packaging. Now, this features a lot of really cool, things. First off, tons of Gregory Titus style artwork. You have Black Series logo with the Toys R Us foil sticker there over a big picture of Rey standing in front of debris, and then a silhouette of her up there. You have Rey Jedi Training, Crait, Warnings, Age, Hasbro. Features a flip open front that actually shows you the figure, the accessories, and the base well, and then some really enhanced photography, such as, or some really enhanced photography with little notations, fabric costumes, premium character detail, environmental base, and die-cast accessories. Now, the die-cast accessories are the saber hilt and the blaster pistol, so that's really neat. Closing that up, this side of the box just says Rey in the dark gray, and then her name. Around back, you again get a look at her figure there, not art, and then her accessories up in the top right. A bio about her in varying languages, pausing whichever language best applies to you. A bunch of legal stuff, barcode, legal stuff, no number because this is an exclusive, and then up top is a Black Series logo. So everything that you would expect from the red and black era of packaging. Let's go ahead and open this Rey up and see if she's a worthy addition to the collection. Alright, here's Crait Rey out of the packaging. Let's go ahead and take a look at her accessories. So she comes with her staff. We've seen this a number of times before in the line. It's in a dark gray plastic with a couple of like light tan, almost white color wraps going on there. Features a ballpark mustard kind of khaki colored strap, and she can wear the staff, slung over her head like so. And she, stores it well. Never been too crazy on the staff look. I usually end up just putting them in the parts bin, but that's okay. She then comes with her lightsaber, which looks really, really good. I like the shade of blue here. It's very light. It's very skinny on the blade, too. Also, it's not very thick like the modern blades. I do like that. I'm a Star Wars Rebels fan. The thin sabers do it for me. The hilt looks really, really nice. Has a nice metallic silver paint to it with black on the grips, gold on the side box, and then red on the back button. Just looks very nice. Features a removable blade. We'll hang on to that for a second. Now, the special accessories are she comes with a die-cast hilt, too. And just to do a quick comparison there, being die-cast, it does lose some of the detail, but it's generally all there. Features all the same paint punch-ins. Doesn't feature the D-ring belt hook, which Rey doesn't even have a hook for the belt anyway, so it is what it is. Something that did get me a little excited is the emitter area is hollow. So you're like, hey, I can like put the saber blade in there and then have her, using the metal hilt. It kind of fits, but it doesn't really go in. So it's not very securely held on. So unfortunately, that's a bit of a dud. It is merely there for the sake of being a die-cast hilt. And then her blaster pistol comes in die-cast, and I actually do really like how this turned out. A lot of detail going on in there, a little bit of black paint, nice kind of a metallic-y silver to it, and it just looks the part. I'm really satisfied with it. And these have, as far as figure accessories go, they have a lot of weight. Obviously they're not like pounds, or some just ounces of probably pot steel, but that's a metal-y sound. They sound like metal. So Rey features a working holster, And the blaster goes in there. And that's it there. Let's take a look at the base. Now, the base is actually a really cool accessory. So Crait kind of always has like salt on the ground that kind of makes it look snowy, but underneath that is kind of these like red rocks. So the base comes in two pieces, and as you see, there's just a little indentation that looks like a crater, and underneath here there's a little protruding rock, and so they kind of just nest together. If you want this whole thing together, you can separate them if you want them in parts. This smaller one does feature a peg hole there, so you can kind of like peg her in, you know, and they are in that kind of like, I don't know what color to call it other than like meat, you know. It's a very meaty red, and then it has like the white frosting where you get like to the undisturbed ground. This is like one of those ski speeder like engines, like she's like standing in the rubble of one. A lot of nice detail going on in there. Honestly, the presentation of this is really cool. Underneath it's just smooth, but I mean, this is a really, really neat looking display. And I think what I like most about this is the die-cast accessories and the display. Because you look at it, it's just like, man, you know, you wouldn't want it for every figure. It'd be cool if some of your favorite characters just had a little Dio base if you wanted to put them on like a special setup. So I do really like how that worked out. And now, on to the Ray. So I gotta say, the gimmick here, and I'm not liking it as much in her case, but I like it in pretty much all the other cases, is they tried to do soft goods on these characters. So to bring in the normal Last Jedi Ray, as you see, everything here going on is plastic sculpt, whereas this is all soft goods. And, you know, it doesn't quite lay right. Don't get me wrong, I am a soft goods enjoyer, but this I don't feel is it. I think that the weight and the sculpt of these looks way better than just this loose textile all over her. And they're basically the same figure, because like the blue over there is, you know, just an overlay. So you actually still have the same like underlayment here, not to like strip Rey or anything. But I guess my thoughts are, you know, that scene that she's like, you know, at the campfire talking to Kylo, and then Luke comes in and realizes what's going on. I think she's wearing just the under part of the costume and not like the blue outer robes. So, you know, that might be, you know, an option here. Maybe you end up just taking the soft goods off and you have that briefly seen, you know, version of Rey. That might not be a bad thing. But otherwise, it is the same figure. They talk about premium facial detail. Now, this is pre-photoreal no matter what, and it's not bad looking, but just to bring in the other Rey here, you know, neither of these are photoreal. I also don't think either of these look bad. You know, they say that this is the premium one. I don't know that I can tell you that this is really better than this. It has a little bit of a lighter brown for the hair. It's a little bit different on the skin tone. The lips are slightly different paint. I mean, maybe they used better quality paints, but this doesn't look bad by any stretch. So I don't know that I'd really call that a premium here, but it is what it is. Let's go ahead and just looking around the figure. I mean, it looks like her Last Jedi outfit, but of course, just being in the soft goods, you just don't have the level of detail. Another thing is, before I even got into this review, I had to go all over this figure and just hit threads with a lighter. She was shedding. But she looks a lot better now for me having done that, I do think. So, all in all, it is what it is. I definitely think that this one was a miss. So, to run through some articulation, she features a ball joint on a hinge, as all figures did back then. Because of her hair sculpt, she can't really look up. That's about it for up. She can go pretty far down, side to side, and a little bit of pivot in there. Arms come up to a T-pose. This is pre-butterfly joints, so none of that. 360 at the shoulders, however. There you go. She features single jointed elbows. They can go well past 90 and swivel. 360 at both wrists with the left hinging in and out, and the right hinging up and down. She has a mid-torso ball joint that allows her to crunch that far forward, that far back, side to side, and a good bit of pivot. Her legs can kick all the way out. They can go straight forward, a little bit back. There's an upper thigh swivel up in there. Double jointed knees, kick her own backside. And then the feet can point straight down, pretty far forward, and there's a forward-facing pin for rocker. Allows you to get into some pretty crazy stances with both feet flat on the ground. And that's it for articulation. We'll just bring back in this Rey just to do a final comparison. But yeah, I gotta say that's not the soft goods are not the selling point here. Now, the other three I think were really good. We had Supreme Leader Snoke with his throne, and he came in soft goods and standard and in that. We had Kylo Ren with a soft goods cape. That cape laid awesome. I love that one. That's my favorite Kylo Ren figure. And then they did a Luke Skywalker where like his outfit, instead of having like the hard rubber skirt, it was soft goods. And I think that his actually looked pretty nice. So, you win some, you lose some. But just this one was kind of rough. It's kind of why I never picked it up. But again, for $8, how could I pass, right? So, end of the day, what do I think of Crait Rey with the diecast accessories and the Crait base? Honestly, the figure itself is a little rough with those soft goods. Heard, understand, I totally get it. But the concept here is really cool. I love the idea of some of the more important characters coming with a little display base as a little luxury. Maybe with some upgrades. Maybe diecast accessories wasn't it. Maybe soft goods wasn't inherently it. But, I like the idea of something just a touch more world buildy, a touch more premium. And I hate saying world buildy because that's so associated with people wanting to get cantinas and Jabba's palace and stuff. And I don't care about any of that. But just, this would be a cool little piece, It'd be really cool to get like the Luke Skywalker one because he comes with a little bit of Octo and maybe, get the the steps, Rey with the poncho and have her, posed up, reaching out to Luke with the lightsaber hilt, like the end of Force Awakens. Like, there would just be like a lot of cool things that could be done there. And, I just think that this is a idea that has a lot of potential, and unfortunately, due to people not appreciating the greatness that is The Last Jedi, and the figure sales matching that the idea got shot out of the water before it really had a chance to flourish, because this would have been a really, really neat subline, and it's a true shame. So, what do you think? Is this an idea that Hasbro should consider bringing back? I honestly think they should. Maybe the execution on the figures could be a little bit better, but I think that the idea of a figure coming with a base, just as a little premium thing. Same with those Kmart ones, where they did like the Rey and Kylo, they had like the ice bases from Starkiller base, and they did the Jyn Erso with the rock base. Like, that would be cool here too. And I guess what I want is just little fancy bases here and there. So that's it for now. I like this, but I just kind of want to just take a little look back in time, if you will, to one of my favorite characters and to my favorite Star Wars movie. So that's it for now. Thanks for watching. It means a lot that you did. If you enjoyed, you should leave a like, comment, subscribe, all that end of video stuff. Check out my channel membership down below for 99 cents a month. You can become an HTR superfan, get your name put in the end credits of every video. It's just a little way to say thank you if you care to do so. Thanks again for watching. Until next time, may the Force be with each and every one of you, and goodbye.